No power means no internet, no running water, no heating, no stores. Suddenly, life is stripped down to its basics: food, water, shelter, and the choices you make. Some people will panic. Some will make mistakes. A few will stay calm and adapt. Which group do you want to be in? I'm Captain Cabbage, and today I'll walk you through the 10 rules of Blackout survival. Without wasting any time, let's get started. Rule 1. Don't panic. When the blackout hits, panic spreads faster than the dark itself. Neighbors rush outside, shouting, running, wasting precious time and energy. That's the first wave of casualties. People who let fear, not logic, take over. Your job? Stay calm. Sit down, breathe, and take stock of your situation. What food do you have? How much water? Do you own candles, batteries, tools, or blankets? Write it down if you can. Panic clouds memory, and mistakes happen when you assume you'll just remember. Panic also makes you loud, and in a crisis, loud means noticeable. You don't want to draw attention before you've even secured your home. Think of this as your reset button. Slow down, assess, and act deliberately. The people who burn their energy in the first hours usually don't make it through the first week. Rule 2. Don't advertise supplies. In the blackout, you're not just surviving nature, you're surviving people, and people get desperate fast. Light leaking from your windows, it's an invitation. The smell of food, same thing. Even the sound of a can opener could have someone knocking or kicking at your door. Keep windows covered, cook when it's quiet, don't brag about your stash, not to friends, not to neighbors, not even to family you don't fully trust. If someone asks, you're barely scraping by. You're not Batman stockpiling gadgets in the Batcave, you're just trying to survive. And in the blackout, the biggest threat isn't hunger or cold, it's someone who realizes you're doing better than they are. And honestly, that's not much different than everyday life. Flaunt your new phone, your fancy car, or your 4K TV, and suddenly everyone just wants to visit. At least in the blackout, they skip the small talk and go straight for the robbery. Rule 3. Noise discipline. The world without power is quiet, scary quiet. And in that silence, every sound is a flare gun. Bang a hammer, someone 3 streets away just learned you're fixing something. Laugh too loud, you've told strangers you're alive and well-fed. Keep tools muffled, voices low, and avoid long noises. If you've got a dog, remember, it's both your best alarm system and a big sound beacon. Loyal, yes, but every bark tells the world where you are. Plan noisy tasks smartly. Chop wood in the middle of the day when background noise is higher, not at 2 a.m. when the whole block is dead silent. And if you've got to hammer or saw, do it quick, not in endless sessions that advertise you've got resources worth stealing. Noise discipline is survival discipline. If you can hear your own camp across the street, so can everyone else. Rule 4. Fire is a signal. Fire keeps you warm, cooks your food, and gives you light. But in a blackout, it's more than comfort. It's a broadcast. A single candle in a window can be seen from the street. A campfire? That's a glowing billboard saying, "People here, supplies here." If you need fire, keep it small, keep it shielded, and never let the light leak outside. Cook fast, snuff it out, and don't get lazy with glowing embers. Smoke in daylight is just as bad. It rises high, spreads far, and tells anyone watching exactly where you are. Fire is survival's double-edged sword. Treat it with respect, hide it well, and never forget, fire should keep you warm, not make you a target. Rule 5. Hide your trash. In the old world, trash meant nothing. In the blackout, trash is evidence. Empty cans, food wrappers, bones, they all scream one thing: you're eating. Burn what you can, bury what you can't. Don't worry, Greenpeace won't be checking your carbon footprint during the apocalypse. Black smoke may look ugly, but a trail of food scraps looks a lot worse when it leads strangers straight to your shelter. Be smart about disposal. Scatter ashes, crush cans flat before hiding them, and never toss waste where it can pile up. Piles draw pests. Pests draw attention, and attention is exactly what you're trying to avoid. Trash discipline isn't glamorous, but it's survival. Your survival depends on making sure that message never gets delivered. Rule 6. Protect your batteries. Batteries aren't just power, they're survival. Flashlights, radios, GPS, all dead weight without them.
And here's the thing, people waste them fast. Running a flashlight all night, playing music, charging a phone just to scroll through old photos. Don't. Rotate usage, charge only when necessary. Save the power for maps, messages, and light when you actually need it. Car batteries with adapters, crank radios, even those old wind-up flashlights you laughed at in camping stores. Suddenly, they're treasures. Pro tip, pull the batteries out of devices when you're not using them. Idle gadgets can still drain power. And don't leave spares in the cold. Keep them in your pocket where they'll last longer. Cold batteries die fast. Warm batteries keep you alive. Simple math. In a blackout, batteries are the new currency. Spend them carefully. Rule 7. Trade small, never big. Barter trade is coming. The question isn't if, but when, and how you handle it decides whether you stay afloat or get stripped bare. Trade only small items. A lighter, a can of beans, a few matches. Keep your real stash hidden. If someone knows you've got plenty, they'll take more than you offer, one way or another. Never give away medicine, water, or long-term supplies. Those aren't trades, those are lifelines. And if you're handing out soup cans to the neighbors, don't be surprised when they come back with spoons. In the apocalypse, generosity isn't noble, it's just an efficient way to starve.
Rule 8. Rotate watch, stay alert. The day is dangerous, the night is worse. While you sleep, someone could be stealing from you, or worse. If you're in a group, rotate night watches. 2-hour shifts are enough to keep everyone semi-functional. If you're alone, set noise traps, gravel piles, dangling metal, or even glass shards under a window. Sleep light, sleep ready, and always keep something within arm's reach. Flashlight, machete, or if you're really lucky, an AK-47. You know, like Rick from The Walking Dead. Except here's the thing. You're not a TV hero with perfect aim and plot armor. You're just some guy praying his stick looks scary enough. Blackout nights aren't quiet. They're hunting grounds. Make sure you're not the prey. Rule 9. Always have an exit. Every shelter feels safe until it doesn't. Fire, raiders, even collapsing walls can turn your cozy hideout into a coffin. Always plan a second way out. Window, back door, roof hatch, even a dug hole if you're desperate. And don't just know it's there, practice using it. Crawl through the window, climb the hatch, test the escape. You don't want your first rehearsal be while choking in smoke. Exits aren't just for emergencies, they're strategy. If trouble shows up at the front, you vanish out the back. If you're trading, scouting, or meeting strangers, your escape route is the ace up your sleeve. The best exit is the one only you know about. Keep it clear, keep it secret, and keep it ready. Survivors plan exits. Victims pray for miracles. And miracles don't show up in blackouts.
Rule 10. Don't trust too fast. The final rule is the hardest. Humans need humans. We want allies. But in the blackout, trust is currency, and bad trades get you killed. That friendly neighbor might share food today and bring 3 friends to rob you tomorrow. That smiling stranger might just be scouting your supplies. Trust, but only after time. Test people with small exchanges before giving them real chances. Move slow, slower than grandma typing on a touchscreen. Because in the blackout, the wrong friend isn't just a mistake. They're the one who takes everything you worked to protect. Those were 10 blackout rules nobody really talks about, but the kind that keep you alive. Stay calm, stay quiet, hide what matters, and don't trust too fast. Survival isn't about brute strength. It's about discipline, control, and the choices you make every single day. Follow these rules, and when the lights finally come back, you'll still be here to see them, because in the end, survival isn't luck, it's choices.